you. My whole life falls in line. I prayed for you before I called you mine. Oh, I can't believe it's true sometimes. Oh, I can't believe it's true. I get to love you. It's the best thing that I'll ever do. I get to love you. It's a promise I'm making to you. Whatever may come, your heart I will choose. Forever I'm yours, forever I do. I get to love you. I get to love you. The way you love, it changes who I am. I am undone. Nothing God wants again. Oh, I can't believe it's true sometimes. Oh, I can't believe it's true. I get to love you. It's the best thing that I'll ever do. I get to love you. It's a promise I'm making to you. Whatever may come, your heart I will choose. Forever
Okay, well now welcome on behalf of the bride and groom. I'd again welcome you to Mount Druid for this glorious occasion. Thanks, Barry, for walking the bride down the aisle. What do we think of the bride? Pretty gorgeous. You are a lucky man. How did you pull that off? Welcome to everyone who travelled here today, both from England and Ireland. It just means so much to Louise and Declan that you're all here with them today as they declare both their love and their commitment to each other. And I'd like to introduce the wedding party. Best man duties, we have Niall, Declan's brother, groomsmen Cathal, Thomas and Declan. Maid of honour duties, Michelle, Louise's sister. In-law. I was just going to say that. Lovely bridesmaids, Laura, Amy and Janet. Flower girls, Erin and Cara, and the page boys, Cian, Fionn, Evan and Cole. Good job, lads. You did a great job coming down. Unfortunately, Louise's dad isn't well enough to attend today, so we send him our good wishes. And we also remember Louise's mum, Geraldine, and we know she's here with you. She's here with you in spirit today. But this ceremony is all about love. Love. It's a very small word for something that's so immense, so powerful. Love has altered the course of history, kindled great works of art, driven strong women pure mad, and turned tough guys to mush. Love erupts like a volcano, and then it subsides. And when it subsides, you have to decide, are your lives so entangled that you can't imagine being apart? Because that's what love is. Love is not just the breathlessness, the excitement. That's great. That's the falling in love. But the truth is, any idiot can do that. It's lovely, but it's not enough. When we're talking about a marriage, we look for a love that's more about not just falling in love, but landing in love, where you really know this person has your back. They're going to be there for you. They're going to support you, whatever comes. So today, Declan and Louise, you'll get a piece of paper saying you're married. But then it'll be up to you to make this marriage. It'll be whatever you guys make of it. I hope it's a marriage with a mutual sense of values, where you support each other, where you do things for each other not out of a sense of obligation, but in a spirit of joy, where you allow each other space, allow for imperfection. A relationship where you continue to cultivate flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humour. Mostly a sense of humour. But a good marriage, yes, it's about finding the right partner, but it's also about being the right partner. So what I'd like to do as we begin this ceremony is to tell you a little bit about this couple and their love story and how they fell in love and landed in love and why they're obviously the right partner for each other. So we have to go back to an evening in August 2016. Louise had just finished her master's degree, was thinking about emigrating to America. But on this particular evening, she was looking forward to Ross and Jen's engagement party. Declan was looking forward to it too. His plan was a little different. He was going to pop in for a while and then head to Ennis, where he was hoping to find himself a nice Clare girl in the Queen's nightclub. Well, when he arrived at the party, Ross pointed Louise out to Declan. And just like that, their fate was sealed. Louise didn't go to America. And we don't know what happened to the girls in the Queen's nightclub. Because that night, Declan and Louise made a connection that changed the course of their lives. They both knew they'd met someone special. Now, Louise was living in Limerick. Declan was living in Galway. It was a bit tricky. So they kind of kept things on the QT. Didn't really go official till Christmas. 2 years after that, they moved in together. And 2 years after that, they built their house in Gort. Some people would say Declan's kind of laid back. Say, yeah? So he kind of took things slowly. Maybe a bit too slowly, in some people's opinion. But he told me that he knew. Once he knew Louise was the one for him, he wanted the timing to be right. In 2019, they were setting off on a road trip to America. Declan had a manly chat with Barry in the garage, I understand, asking for his blessing to propose to Louise. Granted, Declan bought a promise ring with a view to proposing in America. He carried the ring all around America, but the timing just wasn't right. 2 years later, on a trip to Killarney, Declan again planned to propose. Well, where's the ring? Couldn't find it. But on the third attempt, on a beach in Wexford, in August 2021, he got his chance. Down with him on one knee, and he asked Louise to marry him. Louise said yes, and it's that yes that has us all here today for this gorgeous occasion. It's kind of a good love story, isn't it? Yeah. So that's the love story. We're going to have a little more music now, and then we'll have the readings. So just sit back and enjoy the lovely music from the guys.
I was keep feeling smaller and smaller. I need my girl. I need my girl.
Thanks, guys. That was lovely. Lovely. We have our first two readers. I'm going to invite Susan and Barbara to come up together, please.
He's Not Perfect by Bob Marley. Don't start. He's not perfect. You aren't either. And the two of you will never be perfect. But if he can make you laugh at least once, causes you to think twice, and if he admits to being human and making mistakes, hold on to him and give him the most you can. He isn't going to quote poetry. He's not thinking about you every moment, but he will give you a part of him that knows you could break. Don't hurt him, don't change him, and don't expect for more than he can give. Don't analyse. Smile when he makes you happy, yell when he makes you mad, and miss him when he's not there. Love hard when there is love to be had, because perfect guys don't exist, but there's always one guy that is perfect for you.
This is dedicated to Louise's mum, Geraldine. On this special day, we remember that loved ones are missing today. Ones our hearts hold on to as we travel along life's way. Loved ones who made life special for all those gathered here. Ones who won't be forgotten, but cherished from year to year. And now, as we pause to remember, let us all fondly recall how dearly each of us loved them and how they loved us all. Although we cannot see you, we know that you are here. We feel the warmth of your smile and can sense that you are near. And we want you to know your love is still our guide. Memories carried in our hearts, you are always at our side. We know that you will celebrate, as Louise and Declan say, I do. And so they say their wedding vows in loving memory of you.
I blew the I wonder, is that true? If I did, I would sum them together. And ask them to watch over you. Reach burn a candle for you, make bright and clear your path. And to walk like Christ in grace and love and guide you into my arms. Into my arms, oh Lord. Into my arms, oh Lord. Into my arms, oh Lord. Into my arms.
This is a ceremony filled with music, and it's fab. Thank you, guys. That was lovely. Thank you. I'd like to invite Jen up now for our third reading.
So this is the lyrics of the beautiful song called Future Days by Pearl Jam. If I ever were to lose you, I'd surely lose myself. Everything I have found, dear, I have not found by myself. Try, and sometimes you'll succeed, to make this man of me. All my stolen, missing parts, I've no need for anymore. I believe, because I can see, our future days, days of you and me. Back when I was feeling broken, I focused on a prayer. You came deep as any ocean, did something out there here. All the complexities and games, no one wins, but somehow they're still played. All the missing crooked hearts, they may die, but in us they live on. I believe, because I can see, our future days, days of you and me. When hurricanes and cyclones raged, when wind turned dirt to dust, when floods they came, or tides they raised, ever closer became us. All the promises at sundown, I've meant them like the rest. So persistent in my ways, hey angel, I'm here to stay. I believe, because I can see, our future days, days of you and me.
Thanks, Jen. Thanks to all the readers. Those were beautiful, beautiful pieces that you chose. Yeah, they were, weren't they? Yeah. Well, when I asked Declan what he loved most about Louise, this is what Declan said. I just love everything about Lou. She's a great personality. She's very easygoing. This is Declan's words. Always there to listen and give advice. Very approachable. She's very pretty and funny. And that's a plus. Maybe it took me a while to realize she was the one for me, but I'm sure she's happy now that I chose her, and I know I am. When I asked the same question of Louise, what did she love about Declan? This is what Louise said. Declan is one of life's great humans. I love how he is genuine to his core, how understanding and compassionate he is. I love how patient he is. He had to learn that when he met me. Most of all, I love how he makes me laugh. Laughing with Declan on the good days and the tough days is one of the things I love most about him. And that's what we mean when we talk about landing in love. This is the love. And what I think we should do now is get this couple married. As solemnizer of this wedding, it's my duty to ensure that both of you are freely entering into this marriage without impediment. So I'm going to ask you first, Declan, to read that statement. Just read that out loud there, please, so the witnesses can hear.
I, Declan Cummins, hereby state that I have read and understood the list of civil impediments to marriage, and I solemnly declare that I believe there is no impediment of kindred or affinity or any other lawful hindrance to my proposed marriage to Louise Creamer.
Thank you. And I'll ask you to do the same, Louise, just nice and loud so the witnesses can hear.
I, Louise Creamer, hereby state that I have read and understood the list of civil impediments to marriage, and I solemnly declare that I believe there is no impediment of kindred or affinity or any other lawful hindrance to my proposed marriage to Declan Cummins.
There was a time when you were strangers, then you became friends, then you became fiancé to each other, and now you stand at another threshold. In a few moments, you're going to be husband and wife. So, Louise, you will find yourself saying things like, "Have you met my husband, Declan?" You'll have to get used to saying that. And Declan, you might like to start practicing saying something like, "I'll just check with my wife, Louise." Just to get it on the tongue, But seriously, all the planning, you've been planning this wedding a long time. All the phone calls, the emails, the choices you made, it actually all comes down to these few moments when you make your solemn vow to each other. So standing there, take hands, get the feet on the floor. I really want you to be in this moment. Take your breaths, steady. So Declan, look into your beautiful bride's eyes as you make your solemn and binding vow to her. Declan, do you take Louise to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
Do you promise to support and love her in the good times and the tough times, to be there for her husband and best friend for all the days of your life?
I do.
Perfect. Louise, do you take Declan as your lawful wedded husband?
I do.
Do you promise to support and love him in the good times and the tough times, to be there for him as his wife and best friend for all the days of your lives?
I do.
Perfect. It's long been a tradition to offer and accept a gift when we make a legal contract. In marriage, that's usually with rings. So Declan and Louise are going to exchange rings. I'd like to invite Emma to come up with the rings, please. Thanks, Emma. Now, and you might open it up there. Beautiful box. Wedding rings are symbols of commitment and love. Like love, they're circular. No beginning, no end. They're made of hard metal, meant to last a lifetime. You're going to exchange these rings, and I hope that when you look at them, you will remember this time and the vow that you have made to each other. There's an old belief that there's a vein that runs from the third finger on your left hand straight to the heart. And I hope that's true, because that's where we wear the wedding rings. So Declan, I'm going to start with you again. Just pop the ring on Louise's finger there and repeat after me. Louise, I give you this ring. You say.
Louise, I give you this ring.
As a token of my love.
As a token of my love.
And a reminder of my wedding vow.
And a reminder of my wedding vow.
Perfect. Lovely. And the same. Just get the finger. Declan, I give you this ring.
Declan, I give you this ring
as a token of my love
as a token of my love
and as a reminder of my wedding vow.
and as a reminder of my wedding vow.
Pop them on. As much as you can, it doesn't matter. That's okay. Leave it there. Leave it there. That's okay. That's okay. Breathe. You can just leave it as it is. Wear those rings with pride. Perfect. You're actually done. You are married. Absolutely. Kiss away. I'm really in charge of when the kissing happens.
All right.
We'll make an exception. We'll make an exception. Now, to seal the deal, Declan and Louise have chosen to do a hand fasting. Hand fasting is an old Celtic custom. Under Brehon law, it's how people legally got married in Ireland. And that's where we get the phrase tying the knot, giving the hand in marriage. I like the idea of tying the knot today because there is a couple of sprinkles outside. And when you tie the knot, when you tie any knot in wet weather, it's really hard to untie. And that's what I want for your wedding too. What we're using for the hand fasting has very particular significance. It's a scarf belonging to Louise's mum. So as we tie the scarf, I'm thinking all the wishes your mum would have for you today are going into that knot. So let me take the hands. We'll take one hand and one hand. Louise, you put yours on top because...
Only two hands.
Two hands. You go here. Louise is going on top because it's good to have the upper hand.
Yeah. I always do.
And let's tie the knot. And so the knot is tied. And just as your hands are bound together now, so too are your hearts and lives, joined in this wedding that you have chosen to make together. From this day forward, you'll walk this adventure of life together. The marriage is not made of this scarf. Marriage is made of these sacred vows that you have exchanged and the rings you have given each other. From this day forward, may these hands serve as healer, protector, shelter, and guide, each for the other, for all the days of your lives. Now, stay there 1 second. Hands up high. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is my huge honour to announce Louise and Declan to be husband and wife. Great music. Declan and Louise, your marriage begins. Every good marriage needs some traditions, a bit of fun, some shared enjoyments, a little romance. So those of you who know Declan and Louise might know they're partial to a drop of wine now and again. Yeah? And in many ways, a good marriage is like a good bottle of wine. If tended to, both get better with age. Both need a little rain and lots of sunshine to blossom and to bear fruit. And so it is with marriage. So the very first tradition that this couple have is they've chosen a lovely bottle of red wine, which they're going to place in a box. I'll show you the box in a moment, but hello, Declan made it. Beautiful. This is a wine that Emma and Fergal introduced them to and actually brought to their engagement party. So there's already a little tradition there. Declan and Louise did their research around picking which wine. I know they did extensive research on that. I did a little research myself on Google, and I understand they've chosen a wine that's bold, robust, with a generous full body, and a firm structure that's good for decades. I didn't make that up. Make of that what you will.
And organic.
The box is going to be sealed until their first anniversary, and then they can open it up, drink the wine, remember this day. I hope you'll replace the wine and make it an annual tradition. That'd be a nice thing to do, wouldn't it? So I'm just going to invite you up now to get the bottle of wine. I'm just going to show you the box that Declan made. So come on up. Pop the box in. And you can sit back. I'll just check with my wife, Louise. Now, how romantic is that? What we're going to do now is, just before we sign the registry, the lads are going to play one more piece of music, very special piece of music, Tender by Blur. If that wasn't romantic enough, I can tell you it's also the song that Mr. Cummins played when he proposed to Mrs. Cummins. Pretty romantic. After the signing, the bridal party are going to head down and they're going for some photos. They invite all of their guests to meet them in the boathouse for a couple of drinks, and they'll meet you there. So we're going to sign the registry, we let the bridal party leave, and everybody else, when the song is finished, are welcome, head over to the boathouse. So as we sign the registry, invite the two witnesses up, please.
Never thought that the world could be turned upside down in a simple game of hide and seek. But that night in the rain, the music just stopped, and I think that's when you saved me. I prayed that one by one we'll make promises to keep, standing underneath the shade tree. Darling, I love you. And if by chance you prayed for me, one by one, let's be. Climbed up on the roof, but I never looked down, 'cause I'd already found the height of me. You spelled your name in the stars, but it's time to confess, I lied when I pretended to see. I pray that one by one we'll make promises to keep, standing underneath the shade tree. Darling, I love you. And if by chance you pray for me, one by one we'll be. I pray that one by one we'll make promises to keep, standing underneath the shade tree. Darling, I love you. I'm hoping that you pray for me. One by one, let's be.
can we get a bit of hush? We're just going to do, there's a few people that want to say a quick few words before we head on up for some grub. So this is Aim and Declan's father.
Hello all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, very important, the boys and girls. I would like to welcome you all here today to celebrate the birthday, the wedding of, just coming up, of Louise and Declan. I would also like to welcome Louise into the Cummins family. I know she's been part of it for a while now, but she's very, very welcome, and more than welcome, is a matter of fact. I would also like to welcome Louise. Another one. Louise, as you probably know by now, Declan is a very private person. Josie used to say to me sometimes, I hope Declan would meet a nice girlfriend somewhere along the line. And I says, my reply was, no problem, Declan. It's better late than never. You always have knock. Always done Werner. So thankfully he didn't have to go to Listone Werner. So. We happened to be in Kilroy's one night. Some of our friends came and told us Declan was on his way. In they came anyway, and I had never seen Declan with such a smile in his life. Louise came behind, smiling like hell as well, and a big surprise to us on the same night, but got a big hug from Louise, and the rest is history. Now Declan's torture. Declan and myself have been working together for the past number of years. When you work with family, it's hard enough, and you don't get too much praise either, you know. Declan, you have been a wonderful son to Josie and myself over the years. We've been very lucky to see Dick worked hard, and he applied himself to the business, and it's going pretty well. So I have to mention Niall there as well. Thanks, Niall, as well. I know Niall isn't getting married, but Declan is a very caring and generous guy, and I have no doubt that he will be caring and generous to Louise. Now I have to welcome, hello Mrs. Cummins, how are you? We have one extra in the family today anyway, whatever about the future. So best of luck to both of you. And
well done.
Hello everyone. I hope you're all having a great day so far. When Stephen asked me to say a few words on behalf of the Creamer family, I was only delighted, as anyone that knows me knows that I love to talk. So, unfortunately, due to Stephen's health, he can't be here with us today. There was two main points that he wanted shared, and this was his absolute love and pride for Louise, and his delight in welcoming Declan officially to the family. Stephen summed up in one sentence his absolute love and admiration for Louise by saying that he couldn't possibly love her any more than he does because she's turned out just as beautiful a person as her mother. Louise's mother, Geraldine, idolised Louise and was so happy when she met Declan, and is definitely looking down on Louise and Declan today, beaming with pride. I know that both Louise and Declan will carry on Geraldine's legacy throughout their life by living a life full of love and kindness. Now, for the bit of slagging. So, Louise is the baby of the family, and some would say she was spoiled absolutely rotten. Declan might even say she was ruined. So anyone that ever had the pleasure of going for a meal with Louise would know just how particular and finicky she can be. So when she met Declan and he passed the test, we were all intrigued. So I know this sounds so cliche and you probably hear it in every single speech, but the minute we met Dec, we knew he was here to stay. The first time he came down to Nina to meet us was the Christmas after they met, and he walked into a group of around 10 of us, cool and calm, not a bother, no stress, and as if we'd known him for years. So Declan is a real rock, and we're so happy that he's officially now part of our family. Declan is the kindest, coolest and most genuine person that we could ever wish for Louise to spend the rest of her life with. Spending time with the Cummins family, it's no shocker that they're after raising a son like Declan. We are so happy that Declan and Lou have built their beautiful home in Gort, surrounded by the Cummins family, who are the kindest and most supportive in-laws that you could wish for. With role models like Eamon and Josie, Louise and Declan are assured of a long and happy marriage. Louise, you're the most empathetic, compassionate, loyal, beautiful and creative person in the room. We love you more than words can say and could not be happier that you're clearly so perfectly matched with Declan. I know you're going to have a lifetime full of happiness and love in Gort, and we're so looking forward to sharing the years ahead. We love you both, we're so proud of everything that you've achieved, and we cannot wait to get this party started. So can you please raise a glass for Mr. and Mrs. Cummins?
Hello. So I was going to say this from the heart, but everybody else typed it out, so I said I'd type it as well. No, I'm good. Right, I have a small few notes made here. Sorry now, I know I shouldn't be reading this, but I'm only married 5 minutes and sure let me talk. You finished? Yeah. As I said, now I know I shouldn't be reading this, but I only wrote it yesterday, honestly, and I didn't really have time to learn it off. But just a heads up, I'm a bit like Dad. I don't know if you've seen him today, but we're emotional people. So you might see a manly tear now and again. As I always say, we'd nearly shed a tear if we'd seen kittens being born. Firstly, on behalf of myself and my new beautiful wife, Louise, we'd like to thank you all for turning up today. It means so much for you, so much to us. I might stutter an odd word or two here, but anyway, it means a lot to us, for you, to be here, if that makes sense. Anyway, back to my wife. Louise, you look absolutely stunning today. Make sure I don't forget anything. You do mean the world to me. And when I seen you walking down the aisle today, I was like, I didn't do too bad, did I? But no, Louise, you're absolutely amazing. And you've changed me so much in so many ways that you don't know. And I love you so much. Not afraid to say how I feel, am I? Sorry, no, it might be. The bridesmaids, Michelle, Amy, Laura and Janet, Jeannie, as we call her. It's easier if I pick it up. You're all looking beautiful today. Thanks for all you did for Louise today. But you have been friends for years and years. And thanks you for being a good friend to Louise, and hopefully you'll have a great relationship from here forward. And I do have a special mention for Michelle. These two girls are absolutely joint at the hip, and Louise will string her 3-4 times a day.
It's the other way around.
Michelle, thanks for listening to her whinging, giving out, complaining, and just to get it off me, because it is a lot to be listening to. The groomsmen, Niall, my brother, Cathal, Thomas and Declan, I suppose you look beautiful as well. He did feck all today. So basically, I don't have much to thank you for, but I had a great stag. Really good crack. I won't mention that I slept for most of it, but I wasn't around for much of it. Again, a special mention to Lion, my brother. Thanks for being a good friend and doing all you do for me and Louise. Our parents, Eamon and Josie, Stephen and Geraldine. Without our parents, we wouldn't be the people we are today. And we're so grateful for all they do for us. More than enough. Mum and Dad, thanks for welcoming Louise with open arms. She's the absolute world of you. Sorry now. Let's get on to Geraldine and Stephen. I have no doubt if Stephen was here today as well, you'd know from meeting Stephen that he's so witty, so funny, and he's a great personality. And I know that's where Louise picks up her funniness and her wittiness, and just her great personality is from her dad. And to her mum, Geraldine, sorry. Anyway, there's no doubt, Lou, that you get your looks, your kindness, and your lovely personality from your man. I mean, there's so much. I'm sorry, no, I won't look up at you. There's all few manly tears appearing. But no, we miss. There's loads of people we miss today, and we just want to say we miss them all. My sister Emma and brother-in-law Barry, I suppose we can't leave you out. Thanks for all you do for us, especially all the advice you give us, whether we need them or not. To our celebrant Susan Delaney, I thought she'd be here, but unfortunately she went home. Thanks for a lovely intimate ceremony. She made us both feel very at ease today, even though how difficult it was for us. Thanks to everyone here at Mount Druid, especially Eleanor, Margaret and Anne-Marie. They've done a great job for us, and we really appreciate all you've done. To the band, or the guys today, the Canopy Cruisers, to Graham and Trevor, the ceremony music was absolutely... The ceremony music was absolutely unbelievable, and in the boathouse here also, I hear it was a great night, or great day, sorry. We all know how much Louise loves her music, and she put a lot of work into picking the bands, and I'm delighted that she picked you. To our readers, Barbara, thank you so much. Susan, who's a really great friend of mine, and I'm delighted the relationship she's grown to have with Louise. And also to Jen, who's a great friend of Louise, and I've grown a great relationship with her as well, so thank you so much. Now all the thank yous done, so I'll be honest, I did Google a few speeches, best man speeches and tips and stuff, and they all started off with, I always knew she was the one, and the moment I met her, I knew she was the one to marry, but I hadn't a clue, to be honest with you. So I said, feck it, you know what, stop Googling, and we'll just be honest. For the first few months after I met Lou, I hadn't a clue what I was doing. I was never really a person that was into relationships. I just love my own company, doing what I want to do, going where I want to go. We all have a past, guys, we all have a past. I won't say anymore. But I never really was interested, I never was looking for a relationship. And to be honest with you, I was so bad at relationships, I have a good old story. About 9 years ago, Granny, our lovely Aggie Walsh, she gave me a wedding present 9 years ago. And to this day, I still have it here. I never opened it. I want to show you. So Granny gave me that present 9 years ago. So one day I walked into Aggie and I said, every time I went into Aggie, she always goes like this. And she's like, there's nobody behind you. I said, no, not yet, Granny, but I'll find the one. But anyway, one day she goes, what? I actually wrote here now. She said, word for word what she said to me, because I'll never forget it. I forgot it now. Granny says to me, she goes, Declan, have you not a woman yet? And I said, no, Granny, I'm still looking. And she said to me, I know by the time you find yourself a lovely girl and by the time you get around to marrying her, I won't be around. So can I just give you a wedding present today? Granny was 101 when she passed away. So just to show you, it was a long time ago. I didn't think this was going to be as long, so basically I'll fly through this. Basically, quick sum up how myself and Louise met. I was living in an apartment with Thomas and Gort, Mr. Broderick. Both of us were tipping away at life and not together. And we were living for the weekends. The problem is Thomas was as useless at women than I was. And every weekend he used to come up, we'd say, do you see that young one and this young one, and we'll meet this one, we'll meet that one, and every Sunday morning we woke up and not a woman between us. But then one night I went to an engagement party, Ross and Jen's engagement party, and it was in the Sheeping Bar outside Ennis, and it's the Quinn Road or the Tuller Road. August 22nd, was it? 2016? Yeah, there we go.
You didn't come over that night?
Basically, Ross was telling me about this girl that he's mean to set me up with for, I say months, but me being me, I had no interest, I didn't want to, so he said, oh, she's here tonight anyways. But anyways, I went outside, I was going around, I said, where the feck is Tom gone? So I said, somebody said he's outside smoking. So I went outside looking for Tom, and I just got sidetracked. I seen this blonde-haired, cute girl as I walked out, and I said, feck it, I'll go over here now and investigate, see what the story is. But it was that person that I met that night, this cute, funny, amazing lady beside me that I now call my wife. I'm just going to skip all the next part. It's gone too long now. Anyways, so years later, our relationship grows and grows and grows every day. As I said, starting off, didn't know what I want, but as every day goes by, I know I fall in love with her more and more, and she's just amazing. And just want to thank her for all her support. She's an inspiration to me, and I feel incredibly lucky to call her my wife. So finally, I just want to toast to you all, our dear friends and families. Thank you again for all coming here today. And just want to raise a toast, I suppose, to all of you and myself and my new wife, Louise. And just to say, most cheers, sorry. I just want to say, you know how much Louise loves her music, and it's all about her music, from the ceremony to here to the band you're going to meet. Please don't be shy on the dance floor. Enjoy yourselves. And if there's anything you need throughout the night, the staff here are amazing. So just ask any of the girls or the guys if you want anything. And if you need lifts back to your huts or lifts anywhere, they've taxis you've seen there coming and going all night long. So just ask them, they'll bring you home. And that's it. Cheers.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Is everyone enjoying the day so far? Are you ready to do some dancing, everybody? But please, without further ado, would you make a huge amount of noise? Their first dance as husband and wife. Give it up for Louise and Declan!
I'll wake you from your sleep. I'll kiss you in 4 places as I go running down your street. I will squeeze the life out of you. I will make you laugh and make you cry, and you may never forget it. your arms around me, and you throw your arms around me. I will come to you at night time. I will climb to your bed. I will kiss you 195 places. I will swear on your head. I will squeeze the life out of you. I will make you laugh and make you cry, and we will never forget it. As I make you call my name, you shout it to the blue summer sky, and we will never meet again. So shed your skin, let's get started, and you throw your arms around me, and you throw your arms around me. Ladies and gentlemen, beautiful private room, and lady better there, Declan and Louise and Declan! Thank you so much, guys. Are you ready to do some dancing? Let's have a party, everybody! Thank you very, very much, ladies and gentlemen. Loving you isn't the right thing to do. Tonight, ever changing how I feel. If I could, maybe I'd give you my word. When you won't take it from me, you can go your own way, your own way. You can call it another day. You can go your own way. The reason we are all here today